What screen are we going to load on? My guess is the left side. Skin in my rinky dinky dink dink. Play game. There we go. Is it that one? There we are. So, this is a first look at I Am Your President Prologue. It's a bunch of reading, apparently. You're a lawyer. It's official. You celebrate the graduation with your mother, who's been paying your tuition for fees for years. This is a nice restaurant, and you can already smell your dinner. A light scent of mushroom soup filled the air. Congratulations, my boy, says your mom, deeply touched. 40 years ago, Massachusetts. All right. Oh, I guess I gotta click it. You hold a diploma in your hand. There are several things written in this piece of paper, such posh nonsense, Harvard sentences, and your whole future. You don't want it. Yet you feel sick saying so. Mom, I have something to tell you. Thank you, I guess. That was two choices I could have made. Mom starts nervously folded tissue. Her fingers are quivering. It makes you angry and sad at the same time. What's wrong, son? He finally asks. I'm not going to be a lawyer. Oh, no. She stays silent for a moment, obviously shocked. Why? I want to change the world, make an impact. Decide. So a year later, you make your first decision and become a party member. It's your birthday and your mother hasn't called you yet. Wine is nasty. Politicians around you keep babbling. Your wife is standing by your side. Honey, can we go home? She says. You do not sense a question mark. I don't. I'm networking. I can't. Not this again. This is my job. Remember. Well, I'm gonna have to be stern. She looks at you with resentment in her eyes. I am tired of you, she says. So am I. You repeat instinctively. This is the last time you agree with each other. Oh, this is terrible. We're starting off terrible already. You are now divorced. Time drags by as if it was dripping from a broken tap. You become a prominent politician, and yet you are here staring in the mirror wondering what went wrong, chewing on your own words. You are about to change the world. So now we're at 10 years ago in Baltimore. Apparently you've changed, or you have to change yourself first. You buy yourself a new car. Let's do a haircut. We don't need to be all flashy, and just after that you make a decision. You will run for presidency. Well, there you go. 4 years ago, you are a president. It's official. Your mother calls you after the inauguration. You haven't heard from her in years. I am sorry, she says with a tremble in her voice. Congratulations, my boy. Don't be mother. Let's bring Mama back into the relationship, shall we? You press the phone to your ear so hard it gets sweaty, but your mother hangs up, apparently unable to utter a word. That is the last conversation before she passes away. What? What a shit show so far. So far this is terrible. We're divorced and our mother has died. 2 years ago, you are making a lot of difficult choices, impacting the world. The highlight of your presidency is preventing the terrorist attack and saving hundreds of lives, establishing a new law supporting single parents. No. Should be a family. Stick together. All right, we're gonna go with the terrorists. People courageously congratulate you, but you are not satisfied. Not yet. You want to be remembered as the most the most righteous president. Ooh. Is a president good? Or is the most righteous president? What would we consider righteous? Let's go with a righteous president. There's so much more to be done. 4 years pass by so quickly you're tired, but crave for more. You simply know that this cannot be the end. You decide to run for re-election. So now, this is still your story and you have to keep going. New year, new start. Let's get on with it. All right. Oh, this is going to be harder. Dear Mr. President, first of all, I want to wish you a happy new year. Secondly, I'm leaving this card here to remind you about the urgent matters in the regards to this year's elections. You have to be careful when it comes to making choices, and yet the most critical aspect is our rating system. We must make sure that we win this second term. I will keep my fingers on the pulse and send people to remind you about all of this stuff. When the right time comes, it's almost midnight as I'm writing this, so you will probably see this message on January 1st. We'll see you at work in the new year, or in the new, hopefully better year, Vice President. All right. We have no idea what we're doing. We're not going to skip the tutorials because we have no idea what we're doing. So these statics reflect the overall condition of the U.S. and consequently how good of a job you're doing as the president. What is this? Mother effing one fly. As researching, Zero will have leaving Oval Office. So all these things we got to take care of. As reaching zero will have you leaving the Oval Office very prematurely. On top of that, overcoming certain scenarios might require you to maintain an adequate level of status. So can we walk around? Let's see. It does look pretty ancient, doesn't it? It must be at least 20 years old. Talking about the phone? Got a laptop. Let's see. Yesterday I was standing right there while watching a fireworks show. We're 9 hours deep into the new year already. My new year resolution: find the right presidential quote for each day. It's one fly bugging the shit out of me. Alright, we gotta find a new quote. What is this? Let's see. So much to read, so little time. Let's see. Catch up on the latest in-game events. Hope consumed by fire on New Year's Eve in Oklahoma. Let's see there. Am I supposed to read all this? Hopes consumed by fire on New Year's Eve in Oklahoma. For most Americans in New York, New Year's Eve is a day of celebration, parties, and hope for the better future. Yet every year starts with someone's hopes consumed by a fire ignited by carelessness. There were 203. What was that noise? I heard a noise. I don't even know what it was. 203 fire accidents reported in Oklahoma City. It was a close area, and 107 of them resulted in complete destruction of residential buildings, says OKC Fire Chief Robert. Fireworks are dangerous and, if not used properly, can cause irreversible damage to people. He warns there were no casualties in Oklahoma City, but this year will be so happy to those who lost their homes. I don't think so. All right. So that's the only news we got. I don't think we can. Let's see. Traits, acquire traits through the game and the presidency. We have 0 traits. We have 0 emails. We're 0 across the board. Total income's negative 63 million. Oh, that's great. Good way to start. Time to talk, but be careful with your decisions. You can see how your comments impact the country only after they've been made. Be on the lookout for hints that will help you make the right choices. You can be sure that the lines marked with % will have some effect. And by hovering over them and observing the bars, you can see how impactful your words will be. Yeah, there's a re-election, and let's see. But will the changes be positive or negative? That's something you'll have to figure out contextually before making the decision, so pay close attention. All right, we got to pay close attention. Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Sorry I missed that. Let's see. 309 days to election. Happy New Year, Miss President. How are you doing? I've just read the exact same thing. Happy New Year's to you. Yes, we need to get down to work, though. Happy New Year's to you. Thank you, sir. I honestly hope it will be good. Anyways, cut to the chase. This year is essential, so I thought that we should prepare a plan. Yeah, let's see. Are you talking about the presidential campaign? Yeah, the re-election and this kind of crap. What kind of plan? We're gonna go with what kind of plan? What I meant was we have to set priorities before the upcoming election. We have been pushing through a lot of promise and ideas, but focusing on flagship issues has proven to be the most effective method. Flagship issues is the most effective method. All right. So what do our experts say about this? I'm pretty sure of who I am and what I am capable of. I'll decide myself. And New Year's is so much work lately, or already. We're gonna go with what are the experts saying, because we always need other people's opinions, right? Oh, you know how it is, sir. Depends on which expert you ask, but the answers you are looking for is hidden within our ratings. I'm keeping track of them so that we know which area we're doing fine and which area needs to be improved. I see. What will happen if we fail to meet our constituents' expectations? Okay, so what are these hot button issues our people are interested in? Okay, I have a plan. We already know what happens if we don't meet their expectations. We can get kicked out early, so we're gonna go with what are their interests. Well, one issue is that been gaining traction in the question of the climate change, both in the context of the U.S. and in the entire world. That's the only shot. Second, more and more Americans seem to become personally interested in traditional administration issues. I'm talking everything from immigration control and inflation and taxation. Not that surprising considering what we went through in 2008. Lastly, the eternal question of our role as a military superpower. People are anxious about the status quo as world peace seems somewhat less obtainable. Oh wow, that's not a lot of progress. I see. Let's do I see then. I've made up my mind. Oh wow, that's a lot to process. I'm gonna go with this one. Yes, well, don't worry, sir. There are many days ahead, which means a lot of new opportunities. This isn't your only chance to influence this country, Mr. President, right? Then I've made up my mind. Yes, let's hear it. Oh, here's where we're getting down to it. All right, I like my administration to be remembered for taking a strong stance regarding the climate change. I think that we need to fine-tune our tracking from the flow of goods and services. Otherwise, we might never obtain real prosperity. If we want to remain a safe and stable country, we need to mobilize our approach to warfare. Well. Climate change. Man, this hits home for this year, doesn't it? I'm not thinking for climate change. I'm going to say goods and services. Warfare, let's see. What is this? Society, politics, industry, economy, warfare. Warfare is the highest. Diplomacy. So we're going to go with goods and services, which is the lowest. So that's what we're going with. I think we need to... That's an excellent way to put it, sir. I'm sure as long as we put forward a clear message and demonstrate some degree of success, we're going to have all the support we'll ever need. So how do we go about pulling this off? Cool. Since that's settled, leave me be. No, I'll take all the help we can get. You can relax, Mr. President. I wouldn't even start this conversation with you if I didn't have something truly extraordinary up my sleeve. So that's a good vice president. Is that so? What is it? I'm talking about the Grim 4.0. This absolutely wonder technology is going to make it possible for us to achieve even the grandest projects. Okay, I'm not interested in all the technical mumbo jumbo. I'll take your word for it, Grim. Nope. I need to know what it is. It's like a supercomputer, I think. I don't fully understand it either, but it leads the developers is waiting outside, so feel free to call him call him in if you are curious. No, I'm gonna call him in because I'm curious. In meeting. Wow, he's a paper guy. He's just... Hello, I mean, good morning, Mr. President. It's such an honor to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. So can you tell me about your project? That's our only choice. That's what we're going to take. All right. General Robust Intelligent Matrix. We've added 4.0 just because it sounds cool. At this point in time, it's undoubtedly the most advanced supercomputer ever made, integrating insane amount of processing power with a fully functioning quantum processor and a custom AI-centric operational system. So I like it. A very sophisticated, it's like a very sophisticated computer. Precisely. And if we feed it relevant data, the adversarial AI network are bound to become one of the most powerful tools in the US. No humanity arsenal. Just kidding about it. It's making me excited. This is making my head spin. We bring this conversation back to Earth? Okay, that is impressive. Exactly how is this going to help our case? The machine's main function is to create sophisticated simulations based on the available database and user input. The test shows that the predictions tend to be incredibly accurate. Better than any human analyst, I assume? Correct. Provided we carefully filter the information fed to the computer, it might eventually be the key to solving many US problems. Wait, what do you mean eventually? Didn't you just say it's the most powerful AI in the world? Well, reconciling several different contexts is incredibly tricky for an AI. First, we need to teach it to prioritize tasks that are related, hence the question about your priorities, sir. If the experiment proves successful, we'll definitely expand it. Alright, we only got one choice. Let's do that one. Let's start the basic program so that we can develop it later on. Please take a look at these projects and make sure that we are heading in the right direction. Thanks for your help. You can go now. Cool. Happy New Year. Go get some rest. Okay, if that's everything, I'll be back to things. In meeting. All right. Feature unlocked. Investment projects. A new message has arrived in your email box. All right. So let's see. So projects. Welcome to the projects tree. Here, you can allocate resources towards your issue of choice. Just remember that the projects, as long as they are active, will take effect each turn. Simulate global climate change. Active, locked. Choose a path. Not all projects can be activated at the same time, and the most active or advanced projects might also require a specific research to activate. Okay. So, locked due to the narrative choices. Play again to try different path. Okay, so we didn't unlock the climate. We unlocked commerce. So, looks like we have current 100 AP. Have a quantum computer sift through intense databases and map out potential risk to stability of the U.S. system. 100% chance, 100% chance. So I can pick one of these? Nope, that's 160. So we can only pick that one. This is the only one we can pick. That's what we'll pick. Now we're down to 20 AP. So we got this going up and we got stocks going up apparently. So that's up and that's up. What is this? Politics. Politics is going to be... that's going to be climate change, isn't it? Alright, we'll go back. Is that what we do? Whoop. Alright. So we picked a project, and let's check our mailbox. Director of Presidential Personnel, Secretary Rotation. Good morning, Mr. President. Just a short remark. We have just learned that your new secretary is pregnant with quadruplets. Oh, that sounds terrible. And we're in the process of looking for a suitable replacement. I apologize for the inconvenience. This level of personal rotation is quite unprecedented, and I hope it hasn't caused you too much trouble. Sincerely, Director, Presidential Personnel. Okay, so need a new secretary. Is that all we get to do? Nothing else? Traits? No traits. News? No news. All right, I guess we end the day. Beautiful beginnings. 295 days till election. Whew. Oh. Left mouse. Continue. All right. New article unlocked. Oh, that's a door. I got it now. That's the little Oval Office hidden door. Let's see. News. Oldest turtle on the planet starts swearing. Oldest turtle on the planet starts swearing. The oldest turtle on the planet, Josh 202, who lives in the island of South Helena in South Atlantis since 1874, never commented on anything that happened around him. But last Friday that changed. While eating a carrot and being photographed and recorded by an unusual flock of bloggers and influencers from around the globe, Josh tilted his head just a bit, dropped his carrot, and then quite clearly said the word shit. By the way, it was first word ever pronounced by anyone of his species. Sadly, soon after that, Josh died, probably not even knowing that he left us forever wondering what would he say next. So we got a cursing turtle. Alright, cursing turtle. Hey, we got more AP points today. So it doesn't look like we're going to get to upgrade anything yet. Because that's... Oh, the cost? Oh, it shows us down 50. Story consequence. One story. So... Whale. What is the lowest we have? lay foundation for the economy future of the U.S. Watertight administration. Have the system track all goods, every dollar, and each immigrant entering. Ooh. Navigate the intertwined web of trade relations and outline potential opportunities for U.S. economy. So, I gotta choose between immigrants and economy. I don't want to... I'm going to go with this one first. I guess I'll probably skip that, won't I? So, projects. We got to knock at the door. Probably should have did that first. Good morning, sir. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Certainly, all ears. We're both busy, so I'll get straight to the point. China is once again trying to pressure and intimidate Taiwan. They're constructing a number of nuclear silos in Fujian province and deliberately doing nothing to hide it. We always stick up for Taiwan because China hates them. I'm going to say, and we should care because, Mr. President, we put a lot of effort into our relationship with Taiwan. We've actually one of the few countries that has sent official delegations there and somewhat recognize their autonomy. All expand. Alright, so what's going to happen? My biggest guess is the Chinese are just posturing and trying to test the waters. I've been in contact with Taiwanese military intelligence agencies, and they share my intuition. We're even come up with a way to take China down a peg. No, we gotta stick up for them. We're going to shoot Taiwan with 5 of our intercontinental missiles. Don't worry, sir. They're going to be notified beforehand so that an anti-missile defense system perfectly interrupts all their threats, sends a clear message to China that Taiwanese is not an easy target. It's impossible, sir. I was the one to sell it to them several years ago. So he sold them I'll take it that you approve this plan, sir. Are you willing to get anything in return, expecting our military resources? Well, for starters, we get to maintain a close ally right under China's noses. I guess if we're too wanted to display strength, we could get them to return the favor and nuke us back, sort of like joint military exercises. I don't think the American Pacificers would like that very much. Yeah, we're not gonna nuke ourselves. Anyways, that's all I have to say in this regards. I'll leave you a short summary of the technical map or tactical map, so head there once you're ready to make a decision. Map events. So the world keeps changing and you can have to keep up. Click the jump to events button to highlight tag to visit the place that needs your attention. Read the description, assess the situation, and choose one of the 3 reactions. Not doing anything is also an option. You can change your mind and intervene till the end of the day, though. Each choice will impact the story as well as the stats or statistics. So, Taiwanese request. Faced with nuclear threats from China, Taiwanese needs to display their defensive capabilities, and they need U.S. help to do so. Launch intercontinental missiles for them to intercept. Launch missiles and sell them some nukes. Why would we want to sell them nukes? Why would we want to? We're not selling them nukes. We're gonna take a hit. And take a hit on the army. Aftermath. This will send a clear message to a potential aggressor. All decisions have consequences. A new message has arrived in your mailbox. Mr. President, I'm extremely sorry to write about this during your campaign for the second term, but, well, I'm not getting any younger nor healthier. I'm afraid I will no longer be able to cut your hair, sir. I know that you'll be deeply disappointed since you've decided to run for the office again, or soon after getting your first haircut in my salon, but I really see no other option at this point. The reason is I'm going blind. It started many years ago, but lately I can no longer see my hands, and that's why your haircuts were getting progressively worse. I'm really, really sorry. Hope you find someone better soon. Your humble hairdresser, Ronald. Gosh darn it, Ronald. It's only been like 40 years. Well, actually, it's, I guess, 4 years. Reply. I'm going to say, so sorry. Jesus didn't tell me. Jesus, why didn't you tell me about it? Ronald is. I still remember when you cut my hair for the first time. Then when I decided to run for office, you were and still are an inspiration. I hope this is not the end of us. I need you and I need your scissors. Get well soon. That's really sad, Ronald, but you're right. The last haircut was not good. Well, I hope blindness is not a deadly disease. Is it contagious? I hope not, your president. What the hell is wrong with you? No, we're gonna feel sorry because he was there at the beginning. Thank you very much, Mr. President. You're one of my best friends. I hope you knew that. Your humble hairdresser, Ronald. Ronald, I'm gonna miss you, man. So, we got somebody else at the door. Oh, we got a new world map. Good morning, Mr. President. It's been 2 weeks and New Year already. How are you doing? So far, so good. I have a feeling that this isn't going to be a wonderful. I have a feeling that this is going to be a wonderful year. So. I have a lot of work. Bit confused. Terrible. I hate winter. I'm gonna keep it on a positive side. It surely will. So have you made any New Year's resolution? Ugh. My what? I've just been thinking about it. New Year's resolutions are a must. Keeping them, though, is a completely different story, but it's crucial to have some goals. I agree. I would love to have a clear goal. I think we need a clear goal. So what would your idea of a resolution be? I think I'd become stronger, more presidential, because I've never been under pressure. Honestly, I've never been an open person. I could try to be more social. A good politician should know all etiquette rules, so I may try to improve on diplomacy. Ooh, that sounds hard. I think I should become a stronger, more president because I'm gonna go with the stern, never bend under pressure. That's a tough one, but definitely rewardful. Don't beat yourself up, sir. If you do not succeed immediately, keeping such a resolution is difficult, and you have the whole year to fulfill your objectives. Now, all I can say is good luck. Thank you. I don't need luck. I need consistency. I will do my best. Okay, enough small talk. I don't want to keep you, sir. See you soon. We're gonna say have a nice day. Quest unlocked. Is that this one? Or is that... What happens? Should America businessmen dream of electric sheep? As of late, many White House insiders have been speculating about the subtle change in U.S. trade policy. Today, we finally received a confirmation of the origin of the extensive reform plan. It appears that the U.S. officials have been working together with an AI-operated quantum supercomputer, a mouthful pulled right out of a sci-fi book. The goal of the unorthodox teamwork, a long-lasting economic transformation and development plan for American economy. So far, the results have been quite promising. Perhaps a cyberpunk what is that word? Dystopia is not the only available way forward. So, let's see. Last man standing. Is there nothing here? So there's nothing here. So this is what we're down to, huh? Last man standing. Complete, failed, active. The stronger the president is, the better for the whole nation. Gain some confidence and deal with people who intimidate you. Who intimidate me? I didn't know anybody intimidated me. I only have, what, 20? Can't get it. I don't know who intimidates me yet. Is there anything else we can click on? Nothing on here. Alright, I guess there's... Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the map. I guess that's all we got. Do you want to build a snowman? Nah, I'm good. A snowstorm. My whole country has been covered with a white blanket and people cannot leave their homes. Minus 15 in all stats. Oh God, sir, I thought I wouldn't make it here. I've just received a report. It's awful. Just awful. It's a complete disaster. Snows literally everywhere. This must be a winter of the century. They said winter's coming and I did not believe them. What a fool I was. Wow, is this actually so bad? Sir, I think that was a meme, not an actual prediction. We said, alright. We have to think of a solution since now we don't have enough resources to take an appropriate action, yet we do not want Americans to turn into polar bears. So what I propose is that we should invest in some development strategies to protect ourselves against this disaster as well as those that are yet to come. Until that, we are going to clean up the streets after street. Clean up street after street. Let's see, we have to make sure that our citizens are safe. I will put some money into deployment. Do I have to invest anything? No, it's just an option, but it can prevent some other disasters or help us improve our public image. It's your call, sir. I'm good in making decisions and will hopefully choose the right thing. I will look into it. Wonderful, sir. Still, people are nervous. Could you please address them so they know that we did not freeze and everything is going to be just fine? My fingers are benimbled with cold and I'll probably make typos, but I'll do my best. What is your speech going to be? I just really love polar bears, you know? Oh, I get to tweet? Wood in my fireplace is nicely crackling, and my hands are now warming up. I suggest you light a fire as well. The White House is secure, and soon the rest of the country will be. Do not open windows, though. Freezing. It's not called a tweet, it's called a screech. I just noticed that. The White House is secure, and soon the rest of the country will be. Do not open the windows, though. So we're gonna do icy. We screeched. Call my refrigerator when it's all over. I'm doing fine. Who needs their fingers anyway? Alexa, stop typing now. Can someone pull me out, please? I just opened the window. So the White House is secure. So we got, that was, I would say that's a pretty good response. Followers, is that supposed to be 10 mil? Screeches? Is that all we got? Can't click on nothing else. New message has arrived in your mailbox. Shame on me. Mr. President, I have to ask, is your heart as cold as the weather outside? Because here in Albertine, Washington, there was not a single warning about the blizzard. You and your government did literally nothing to save us. This morning I woke up to find my wife with 5-year-old daughter frozen in the backyard. I simply collapsed seeing them covered in snow, empty-eyed and dead. What? Now I just sit here on the porch waiting for an ambulance, not knowing if it even reaches this part of the town anymore. And I blame you. You were supposed to be the good father of our nation. You were supposed to love us all. What? Some dude's parent? Sympathetic? First of all, sorry for your loss. We were all surprised when the winter hit, but still hope there will be no casualties. I'm sorry I've failed you and your family. I promise I will do anything in my power to help you now. Step 1, let your wife and daughter go outside during the worst storm. Ooh. As ever seen. Step 2, blame your president because they're now frozen to the bone. Step 3, profit. Maybe this funny message from your commander-in-chief is some kind of profit. I don't know. LOL, your funniest president ever. Listen, moron, I'm not your dad, and I don't ooh. No, we gotta be sympathetic. Sort of good news, Mr. President. My wife and kids are fine. I just totally forgot that she divorced and took my girl away last year because I allegedly can't hold my liquor. What a load of bullshit. She's crazy, and I can prove that in court. Anyone, it looks like you don't have to worry about that anymore. These frozen fingers outside turned out to be 2 snowmen and some neighbor's kids' bill. But you have seen something about helping me. I just wondered if you had any change. You know, it's cold outside and drinking keeps me warm. Dude got drunk and thought his 2 snowmen were... If you're looking through your window and see nothing but white void, don't panic. You're not alone. The United States is under siege. Snow has taken America hostage and imprisoned them in their homes. Current snowstorm is believed the worst one in 50 years. Many scientists blame climate change. Haven't seen anything like this for a really long time, says the Chief of National Weather Service, Mark Farrell, whom were able to contact via telephone. We'd warned citizens about the upcoming snowstorm, but the scale of the disaster overwhelmed us all. The president has screeched to boost morale, yet people keep asking, what shall we do until the problem is solved? We suggest you spend high quality time with your family and close ones. Development strategies. Here you can see development strategies. They might require some time research, but the payoff makes them the quickest way to boost your stats. See what's compatible with your goals and plan ahead. Some development strategies will unlock certain projects, and while others will safeguard you against natural and unnatural disasters. Weather crisis. Tend to all stats. So I'm guessing we should click that one. Let's see. Plus 10 to all stats. Can we click any more? Wow, there's going to be some choices coming up later. Good morning, Miss President. How are you feeling today? We? You mean you and me? As great as William Shakespeare once said, who the hell are you? Oh, sir, don't be defensive. Everyone calls me Miss Allison, so you can call me that as well. I am most of all a human being, but also a self-improved coach or improvement coach. I'm here to help you. Who told you I needed help? Your director of communications is a close friend of mine, and he's worried about you. You've been under a lot of stress lately because of the election. He is wrong, and you're clearly a total fraud. He might be right. There's more pressure than ever. That's the kind of pressure can crush a man, but I'm going to help you. First, answer me this. Don't you feel stuck sometimes? Do you want to stand up and leave? No, you're mistaken. I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. Now leave me and stop wasting my time. I want that, but I can't leave. I can't even have 1 inch like I'm a prisoner in my seat. Nope. We're not going there. Look around. Now you've regained a near total control of your body. Press control. Let's move your head around, pressing it again centers your view on what really matters. Can I move around? Oh, no. Let's see. Shooting star. Shooting. This one FFI. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's an intercontinental nuclear missile aimed at Taiwan. Hold up a minute. You might say, are we the bad guys now? Well, according to some, we've been the bad guys for quite a while now. However, that's not the case this time around. It's all a ruse. Just some, innovative military exercise to throw China off and show them how closely defended Taiwan is. So, to reiterate, it's still all good in the hood. Just let's hope the little favor doesn't result in our boys being a few missiles short in the upcoming conflict. Now you get your head in the game. Is there anything else I can do? This is not... Oh, we have 100, and this costs how much? We don't have any projects. Is there anything else? Nothing else? Can we blow up a country? Last man standing. 12 turns left. How do I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's nothing lit up. So I guess we end the day. Vanity Fair? What's Vanity Fair doing? New strategy unlocked. Afghanistan crisis. Afghanistan crisis. A new radical anti-American group is emerging in the Middle East. Their guerrillas are targeting our local oil reserve. Concentrate units in the endangered areas. Focus on defending the oil supply network. Send large reinforcements and take... Do we want... We don't want... Radical treatment. This should keep them from messing with our oil. All decisions have consequences. Hello, good sir. Hello, Mr. President. Have you checked your calendar recently? Why do you ask this? The Super Bowl is coming, and why are you excited about it? Well, I have to tell you, sir, that I am a great football fan, but anyways, we have to think about our PR strategy. What do you propose? My suggestion is that you should learn more about the championship since it will stand well with your voters. It is an opportunity to show your best side before the election by airing the spot during the Super Bowl. Wouldn't it be like super expensive? Nah, tell me more. These ads are the most expensive and yet they most watched ones. America will love it. Also, there's the other thing. You could just leave it be and let the director create the ad, or you could star in it yourself. Are you mad? This is a horrible idea. We'll do neither of these things. Okay, we may order an ad, but I do not wish to star in it. I'm no actor. You know what? I'll do it. I've always wanted to try acting. Of course we're gonna do it. To be honest, I did not expect that you would agree, Mr. President. Nonetheless, I'm really happy about it. Now, may I suggest that you screech about Super Bowl so that people can get excited? I will. Screw football. Want to see the real game? Join me in the Super Bowl Sunday and watch the best spot ever. Excited. NFL is the MVP and the Super Bowl is a must-see. Can't wait. Did you know that America eats 1.3 billion chicken wings for Super Bowl? Hats off to all great football players who show American football is the best sport in the world. Now we're gonna do the excited. Can we respond to these? What do we got in the news? Perfume Messiah documentary to hit film flicks. Perfume Messiah has long been hailed by his fans, savior of music, and soon many more will surely join the ranks. Later this year, Film Flicks will stream a documentary about famous and controversial musical called Plenty of Room at the Bottom. Was he really seduced by his kindergarten teacher? What did his dad say when he told him he was pansexual at the age of 14? How many cars does he have? Soon we will find out. The streaming giant allegedly paid more than $5 million to make this documentary happen. Warner Herzog will direct it and narrate it. Because we can't have anything Similar to, like, you know, now. We got Screech and fake Netflix. Social safety net. So, what are we lacking? Why are businesses so low? Oh no, we were all under 300. That's over. That's way over. Army is low. Industry. What is this one? Society? Do we want to go foreign budget influence? Social safety net? Business bailout fund? No. Make U.S. passports great again? What's that even mean? Friends in high places. Some call it corruption. Others share interests. Which direction do we want to go? What's down here? Big dollar policy. I think we're gonna go diplomatic. Is that all we can do? Guess that's all we can do. On to the next day. I don't even know the word is. It's a bunch of, I'm guessing a bunch of questions. Development strategy unlocked. We got all kinds. Let's see what the news says. Congratulations, you are the 100,000th visitor. Claim your prize. Landing was real, but the moon was fake. The new conspiracy theory, which is trending online lately, claims the landing on the moon was very real, but the moon itself was clearly fake. Earth is flat and made of dirt, but the moon is round and made of cheese, says Professor Alfred Cheddar Jr., who is the father of this new and shocking theory. Professor, who, by the way, was specializes in ancient artifacts and doesn't have a degree in neither cosmology nor space travel, claims he has made volcanoes filled with ketchup. He spends many... Alright, I'm not reading all that. Do we want a global domination plan, or do we want friends in high places? Let's see, what is this? Politics, society, industry. So politics is low. Okay, society. Don't really want to lower society. Economy's doing well. So let's see. kind of neat. Don't want to branch out too far. Oh, tarnishing your face. Just wanted to follow up on your previous conversation. I've looked into it, and the items bearing your image are being produced by a small company from Vietnam. They specialize in various gadgets and humorous gifts items, and sending us a package with these products was their attempt at creating creative marketing. Quite successful, I might add, since our cleaning staff thought it'd be a good idea to distribute these items all over the White House, and while I agree that drinking from a presidential plastic cup is quite amusing, I think the imprinting your face on a roll of toilet paper was going to be a step too far. I've made sure to remove all the items, however, I was unable to determine the exact person responsible for putting these rolls in the White House toilets. Let's see. Let's see what this gentleman has to say today. Director of Communications. Good morning, Mr. President. There's someone waiting for you behind the door right now. Who is it? This is a journalist from USA Tomorrow magazine, sir, and she wants to interview you. Since this is one of the most popular newspapers in the whole country, I suggest you talk to her. What does she want to talk about? She wants to know about your attitude towards Super Bowl. Let her in. All right, Miss President, I will leave now. There's nothing more. All right, send in the news lady. Hello, Mr. President. I am honored to meet you. My name is Sarah Word, and I have some questions regarding the upcoming Super Bowl. May we start? Yes. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to ask you about your opinion on the American sport in general. I believe we should invest in it. Oh, no, the best part of American sport is competing with other countries. Oh, I gotta make these particular. I really like it. Well, it's okay, I guess. It's lame. I really like it. Thank you for the answer. Last thing, which team do you think? Oh, I don't think they're playing this year, but thank you for your answer. That'll be all. Parrots? Oh, she's gonna blow that up. Planning a day off finally. We don't need no days off. Good morning, Mr. President. I am here to tell you that today we aired one of your 2 spots prepared for the Super Bowl. And it has really good reviews. I told you it would be worth it. It will surely pay off during the elections. Anyway, your approval rating has increased. Right, so since the Super Bowl is tomorrow, you have to make a final decision, Mr. President. About what? It is really important for your image, Mr. President, to wish to accept the invitation and go to the Super Bowl, or do you prefer to watch it from home with relatives and... Isn't there, like, a third question? Or do you want to watch it with friends and... I do not want to watch it at all. I have already made up my mind. I guess you could also host a bipartisan Super Bowl party with his White House. What does this mean? This sounds right. I like the other options better. Ooh, should we do a bipartisan party or should we go to the Super Bowl? People. We're going. Yep, we're going. It's your call, Miss President. I will arrange everything. New article unlocked. Yep, going to the Super Bowl. Mr. President cheered loudly during the Super Bowl championship. Last Sunday was one of a kind, since it was the day of the Super Bowl championship. Everything went as planned except for the appearance of an amazing guest, Mr. President himself, sitting in the stands. He applauded all teams and went along with the crowd's enthusiasm. When the Pumas were celebrating their victory, Mr. President came down and congratulated them in person. What a day. Want to know more about it? Read in the USA Today. Interview update. I just wanted to once again thank you for the conversation. The interview will be published soon in the Super Bowl. I'm afraid that some of your answers may look a bit odd, but please don't blame me, sir. I am only doing my job. Who this be? Next week, you are scheduled to give a speech for your university 200th anniversary. However, I just received a list this year of guests, and appearance is going to be followed by Mike Felrogas, an infamous comedian and professional I don't even know what that word is. Perhaps it's not my place to judge, but you could reconsider participating in this event given the proximity of next election. He's an unpredictable and unreasonable man, and I'm worried he's going to follow your speech with some controversial comments thrashing your image. We're going to disagree. I think you're worrying too much. This isn't a political event, so it doesn't really matter who I'm seen with. And besides, ooh, no. You're raising some valid concerns. Surprised to see that the organizers would display such carelessness. Well, if they're doing their jobs, perhaps. What are you doing, Duke? Duke! Better not be down here taking a... Go upstairs. Go. Damn dog. So do we cancel? Do we disagree? Let's just disagree and see what happens. Alright, we disagreed. Economy. Economy's... We need to get our political ups. We're gonna do this one. Is that all? Everything? I think that's everything. In the day. Cliffhangers makes us wait for... health crisis. Society's safety net allowed you to prevent a health crisis. The society safety net allowed you to prevent a health crisis. The event was prepared by choosing the proper development strategy. Knock knock. Hello, Mr. President. Time flies, don't you think? Yeah, winter ended kind of abruptly. Yes, winter has ended, so no more snow, no more problems, or probably just not this kind of problem, because we have many other issues to discuss. First of all, there is a convention. It's pretty obvious that I'll be chosen to run for re-election since I am the current president. Well, I would not be so cocky, sir. There's a lot of factors, some of which I've already mentioned to you in the beginning of the year. We have to keep track for this ratings, otherwise it may not be so pleasant surprise. Let's see how we can boost them. As I said, it's not some kind of game, Miss President. There are no precise numbers. You just have to do your best. Try not to do anything silly. Take care of your project's development strategies as well as cabinet, and everything will be just fine. Anyway, we have to prepare the convention. How would you like to be presented when the time comes? As a statement, America needs someone strong as its ruler. As a family-oriented man, it makes me look relatable. As a businessman who is running the country, capitalism. So, what is... So we need, as a businessman... Alright, that sounds reasonable. I will organize a press conference and you will be presented your statements. This should have a good influence on our ratings and put you in a good light, sir. Oh, I almost forgot there's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. It's an examination. What? I don't take any examinations. I'm too old for that. Examination like medical examination? You know, blood pressure, immunity, general conditions. This kind of information should be public for the presidential candidate, and what even more important, it is required by the party, because we wouldn't like to push forward someone who is not well, would we? You've got a point there. I shall get... Of course not, but I am... It's wonderful. I will find a right doctor as soon as you become a presidential candidate, but for now, let's prepare for the conference. Okay, bye. Oh, I forgot to switch to multi-stream. Press conference. Click on a jumping, highlight a journalist to get the question. Not answering in time means you've ignored the question. You can answer only one question at a time. The older I get, the better leader I am, Miss President. Are you absolutely sure you're not too old? So this would be interesting. Press conference is about to begin. All right, let's read fast. What is the biggest challenge of our country? He didn't like that answer. Would you like to say something to our leaders? Vote for me. Go vote. How's this year been so far here? Good. How would you describe presidency in one word? Successful. What to do in the second term? Failure is not an option. Sir, we were told that I'm not sure, probably just because some stuff has been. Nervous before nominating convention. 8-bit, some good rivals. Questions answered 7 out of 10, average. Postmaster? Don't know. Friends call me Mo. Take care, bro. That was weird. Self-help group turns out to be a self-harm cult. If you want to read that, you can pause this. I'm not reading all this. It looks like people were cutting themselves. Guru facing criminal charges. Cult member struggling with PTSD, depression while return to a normal life. Ooh, factory industry's up. We need to get some politics on our side, though. Politics and military. The Judgment Day. 100 days to election. Kenya crisis. New developments in Kenya require your urgent attention, sir. Kenya crisis. There's been a drastic shift of power in Kenya, and their new president refuses to acknowledge the president trade agreement his predecessors signed with the U.S. Negotiate a new trade deal and sign an appendix, nullify agreement, and encourage U.S. companies to pull out of Kenya. Ooh. We need to be tough. We're pulling out. If they won't respect the deal, why should you? All decisions have consequences. World news. Pinky Swear new song is a smash. Oh. Very young, sexy, intelligent, and talented rapper did it again. Her new song is a smash hit just a week after release. Damn You X is about Pinky's relationships. And here we are. Presidential nomination convention will be starting in a few hours. We're almost there, but it's going to be a difficult day, sir. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Well, you are the most obvious choice for presidential candidate, so you should do just fine. Proven that you did nothing morally questionable, sir. I did not want to offend you, sir. I was just saying that your public image combined with the projects and development strategies are setting our course. Let's hope it's the right way. Yes, fingers crossed. Since today is going to be define our political future, I sincerely hope that you are prepared enough, Mr. President. I have to ask you some questions. So how are you going to convince the party to give you the right to re-election? I don't know. I'm just going to... Oh. You know well that I am a highly skilled politician that loves his fellow men. I am a great when it comes to international affairs, since I know quite a lot of businessmen as well as head of states, which makes me a perfect candidate. Yeah, so, highly skilled politician. That's what we're going with. Sounds pretty good and shows that you are capable of being a president. You've shown many skills during this term, so I am sure that they will give you the time to show some more. That's the right attitude. Alright, we're about to land. Let's fasten our seatbelts and hope for the best. White House Chiefs of Staff. Good morning, Mr. President. We need to talk about one of our senior policy advisors, Mr. John B. Bad. As you are no doubt aware, he's one of the most qualified men, and his administrative talents has earned him a strong position in the White House. However, this past year, we've been receiving numerous complaints about his behavior. He's become mean-spirited and difficult to work with, especially for unexperienced employees. I've looked at the numbers, and it seems that he's spent 40% of the last 3 months in various sensitive training centers to no avail. I'm beginning to think that his behavior is a deliberate way to skip work. I'm greatly appreciative of advice. Alright. He's clever enough to know what happens if he doesn't abide by the rules, and it sounds like he's gotten enough warnings. You should fire him on the spot. Are you kidding me? We're a business getting things done. He's certainly doing his part guards, coworkers grow up. Oh no, being Nope, let's fire him. What is this one? Unlock plant recovery plan. Politics is up pretty high. We need to get our military up higher. Economy's doing well. Society's okay. I don't think that was the right choice. Who's this guy? Good morning, Mr. President. I brought you the executive order to sign. For what? The one that serves the trade deal with Kenya. Ah, okay. X. This is it. The bread and butter of every presidency. Familiarize yourself with the document and decide whether or not it should be enacted and see the consequence reflected in your stats. First, remember to grab the pen and place it in the signature box. And now it's time to put the stamp on it, should the document be accepted or end up in the trash. Nullifying the joint agreement between the United States and Kenya on free trade by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, I hereby declare joint agreement between the United States and Kenya on free trade null and void. The decision is based on the fact that due to the internal political conflicts of Kenya's size refuses to acknowledge and uphold their part of the agreement. The U.S. companies have already invested in Kenya will be reimbursed for the losses and are encouraged to look into U.S. stateside manufacturing. Well, that boosted our thing way up, didn't it? I don't feel so good. Uh-oh. Good morning, sir. That was something. How are you feeling as the candidate for president? Well, this sounds familiar. I've already been there. Normal, this is just another day at work. Right, but wasn't this kind of distressing to have the vice president as your rival? Oh! No, why? He's a great politician. He can be the next president in the future. He just has to wait one more term. We're friends, not rivals. I'm gonna say we're friends. I would never doubt it. You make a good team, Mr. President, yet you did much better than him thanks to the right decisions and previous investments. We have to keep up the good work and everything will be fine during the elections. Yes, sir, you deserve the glory. Oh, I almost forgot. You have a visitor. Do you remember our conversation about the medical checkup? Of course. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Hello, sir. First of all, let me say that it's an honor to be here. I am really glad that I can be the one to examine the president. Yes, it's nice of you to say that. I'm so sorry. Really sorry to disturb you, but I have to ask you some questions. This is a formality, but a necessary one. Please, sir, tell me, how are you feeling? Above all, I'm genuinely in pain. Not well, actually. A lot of stress and work. Above all, tired. Oh, I see. So what bothers you? My whole body is in pain. I have a headache, stomach ache, and everything ache. Interesting. Have you experienced any problem with the memory? Have you ever woken up and did not know where you were? Oh God, yes. Why am I feeling this bad? Do you often feel weak, like you could lose consciousness or have even actual fainted? Once or twice, no big deal. I feel like fainting. Once or twice, no big deal. Okay, well, I would say a few numbers and 31025, easy peasy. Easy peasy, 31025. Oh, shit. That's correct. You see, no need to worry, sir. As I said, it's just a formality, not dwell on it, Mr. President. Anyways, I know what I need to know. What is left to take blood samples and do an MRI scan for now. It would be best if you just forgot about it and go back into whatever you're doing. Yes, I will come back to work and forget about it all. Long live the denial, if you say so. The full results should be available in a few weeks. I will bring them to you personally. It's been wonderful to meet you, Miss President. My grandson is a fan. Actually, could you give him an autograph? He would be delighted. Of course, no problem. No, stop. Thank you so much. You are the kid's hero, but I only have prescription pad with me, so would you mind? So, we just gave a kid an autograph. Oh. Afghanistan victory. War was long and unforgiving. Troops returned home victorious, although not without losses. Digital. Let's see. Should American businessmen dream of electric sheep? Didn't we read that? Oh, that's not what we wanted to click on. We wanted to click on. All good things don't have to come to an end. A re-election on the horizon. Both political parties have just finished their presidential nominee convention and the candidates have been chosen. One of them is Daniel Williams, the current president of the United States. It's a great honor, but also a great responsibility, he commented. When asked how he feels about the election, he added, I feel pretty confident. My team consists of high-skilled, devoted people. There is no chance of losing with such allies. His running mate will be the current vice president. He is the best colleague, but also a remarkable friend, says Daniel Williams. Election day is on the 5th of November. Don't forget to register and vote. So all those comments we just made came back. Oh, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staffs as Afghan guerrilla military operations. I just wanted to inform you that we've successfully subdued the Afghan guerrillas that were threatening our oil supply. It took a while, but we managed to limit our losses both in terms and of personal and equipment. We're recalling most of our forces right now. All right. Looks like that's all we can do today. Old school is the best school. A new message has arrived. A knock at the door. Sir, I hope you're doing well. I'm here to talk about the campaign. I'm all ears, my friend. Mr. President, I really like to still call you president after the election, but with all due respect, you need to stop alluring or alien your voter base. I'm glad I've got your full support, but what do you mean alienating voter base? My voters love me. What? I've never alienated anyone in my entire career. It is love, I agree, but a tough one for sure, as we must always remember what one troubled pop star singing about: love is a losing game. Don't sugarcoat it, give it to me. It's about the music, sir. What do you mean by that? I love music. I know, but it's about the type of music that you love the most. Listen, sir, there was a series of articles about rally playlists and what it says about each candidate, and we must face the facts. It's not looking good for us. Why have I chosen songs like myself? What article? Can I read them? Sure, just look at the browser in your laptop. High-end computer stuff, nice. Sir, with all due respect, this stuff was fantastic 20 years, 30 years ago. We need to reach out to the younger voters. This is a whole new generation of kids who were too young to vote 4 years ago. Oh, it's gonna come back to that pop singer, isn't it? If they're not into the experimental, I'm afraid I won't be like them much. Younger generation, my ass, I adore. Are you trying to tell me super slow, sadcore, and industry rock classics are not fitting for my rallies? They're not into my experimental scenario. Now I want to tell you we could get millions of new voters on board if we try to choose something a bit more mainstream. Over my dead body, maybe you're right. Great. Guess it's my last chance to appeal to younger voters. Maybe I'll even start using social media to tell the whole world what's on my mind. Often I dream about being a big rock star, but I can barely play my guitar. Music is a beautiful thing. Songs even bring tears to my eyes. My heart is so full of music, I bleed sound and notes on many occasions. I hate modern pop music. It all sounds like an utter trap. So full of music, I bleed sound. Hey, that was a pretty good one, I think. Hey, we got money. That's good. Oh, we're losing money still. We've got a perfect solution for you. Are you alone in a cold, vast universe? devoid of any God or any meaning? Both your parents are dead, aren't they? Your wife's gone since what feels like forever, and now she enjoys her new husband much more. Do you often feel depressed, tired? I think you're a joke. If your parents are dead, you won't. $39.95 a month? Get out of here. Get out of here. Booing presidential candidates off stage. Music has charms to smooth a savage beast nowadays, not always. One of the presidential candidates, Pete, was recently booed off stage just minutes after he used a controversial song, Wash Me in Your Hood Blood, as his official rally music. The song is basically about hurting politicians and kidnapping their families. Who told you this was a good choice, Mr. Navidson? Death metal and violent lyrics? Jesus, way to ruin your chances in the next election. Well, that's a good thing. Looks like that's all we can do today. How do you do, fellow kids? Yo, Mr. Prez, what up, big homie? What's up? Gas prices, rent, my blood pressure, I shall go on. Is yo-yo your favorite toy or what? Are you for reals now? Alright, let's do this thing one way or another. You need some cool tunes to win the next election, am I right? At least you're not wrong. I feel you're messing with me. Ain't that right, my big homie? Always, let's talk songs, let's talk the music, let's talk the culture. I can do that. So what's hip? If you really want to connect with a young audience, with youngest voters, there are only two good options: rap or pop. Rock is still on decline, sadly waiting their decades from the next Nirvana. Rap sounds fine, I know a bit about it. I've heard The Police once in college. Pop it is then. Yeah, we're gonna go with pop. I'm sure she's never had a thing, and I'm sure she never was a thing in the first place. Who Unique now is the biggest sensation of the year. Perform Messiah. That smells nice. Can I change my decision to rap? And he sounds even better. I believe you. Get him on board. So we went with pop instead of rap. Good morning, sir. How are you? White House Chief Usher. How are you? What is... Oh god, I'm not good at small talk. But that's the whole point. Have you ever heard of a person called Coffee Joe, Mr. President? Coffee Joe is the kind of person that spreads the rumors and news around the office, and by those I mean the unofficial news, like who romances who, what's going on with everyone's life. That sounds horrible. Why would anyone? How is this useful? Well, Coffee Joe boosts employees' morale as keeps their entire team well informed. There have been some studies proving that hiring a person like this increases flow of information by 40%. Isn't that great? How exactly does the Coffee Joe... I'm getting tired. What do you want me to do with that fact? No. Well, he's just hanging out in the office, engaging in conversation, sipping coffee, talking to employees, cheering them up, and occasionally doing some work. That sounds like a good plan, or a good job to have. Not exactly, since not everyone is cut out for small talk like me, for example. I get nervous each time I have to take the elevator. Did you know, sir, that a ride to the third floor takes an entire 20 seconds? Do you have any idea how sweaty one can get in that time? Well, I didn't know, but I feel if it helps, I will be happy to hire Joe. You know what? You should overcome your fears and get better at small talk. Well, nah, let's hire the guy. Sure, I will find a great small talker and get released. Oh, will his name actually be Joe? Well, I don't know if it will be his real name, but I'm going to introduce him as Joe so that we know who we're talking about. That's kind of funny. I agree. Well, goodbye. Ghostwriter. I've been working on the book for some time already and think close to the end. I believe that we should put the finishing touches and come up with a title. I've spoken with the publisher and he gave us a free hand. Since the text is collaborative work, once again, thank you for the meeting. I have learned a great deal with you, even eyes are getting tired. What's in the news? The main game is... No! Get out of here. Millions of fans were wondering what his next project might look like, and here's the answer. During the recent presidential rally, Messiah performed a new, truly incredible song called I Came, I Saw, I Voted. It's catchy as hell, and surely will get our current president lots of new voters on election day. What's low? Military and politics. Economies. Is it the economy? Society. Industry can afford to take a hit. Why is everything gonna hurt politics? Politics. Politics. Nothing raises politics. New email. Leap of faith. Data breach. Your confidential documents have been leaked. A whistleblower has escaped abroad and exposed your secretive information. I'd like to welcome you to behalf. Who will be the new Screecher King? Screecher has become the most popular social media app on the planet, and now the question is, who will become the king of it? As for the queen, everyone agrees that it's the pink swear deserves the crown more than anyone else, with millions of followers and a handful of already classic screeches like, where's my phone at? Can anybody shit? I'm writing this text on it right now. Homie with no car, this is like ST6 girls. There are two strong contenders right now. One is the infamous stand-up comic Lester Moe, and the other one is the U.S. president. Myself, I don't like molesters, so my bet is on the commander-in-chief. Director of National Intelligence. Here. Here to talk about a sensitive issue. I'm listening. This may come to a bit of a shock, but since issue connected with someone who's part of your inner circle. Are you talking about someone from my... Exactly. Rumor has it that he's done things behind your back. Not quite legal. What kind of not quite legal things are we talking about? The trade representative, but please, sir, let me explain before you do anything honestly. We decided to just be quick. We want to talk to him personally. Well, apparently he's been sending public funds to a private company. We've tried to track down these transactions, and it seems that money was donated to a CEO of Screecher, Marcus Sweetener. The reasons are yet unknown. Before we look into it any further, we wanted to inform you, sir. You did the right thing. Some things are better swept under the rug before dirt spreads everywhere. I have to hear his side of the story. I'm speechless. How could he betray the government? I'm gonna go with I have to hear his side of the story. Yes, right now the wiser move would be to hear him out. I will ask him to come over to your office, sir, but let's hear his side of the story. Well, hello, good sir. Good morning, sir. You asked for me. I asked for you, and now I will ask you, how could you betray the cabinet, America, and me? That's correct. I've invited you to tell me this. Consider yourself fired. Whoa, sir, I did neither of those. Who told you so? They must be lying. No, Director of National Intelligence is loyal to me. They would never lie. Director of National Intelligence said so. Betrayal sounds like a really serious accusation. I am just telling you that I am a loyal, deeply committed, and would never do such a thing. This must be a lie. Well, now you brought that up. The accusation indeed seemed kind of odd. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I was informed that there are people who do not share my point of view, but I promise all I have done for the sake of America and you, sir. All right, I see now. I do not want to rush things, so I will leave it for a while. Let's see how this works out. Don't play games with me. Do you think that I am stupid? Let's see who feels stupid after fired. No, we're not going to fire him yet. Thank you, Miss President. I really hope to serve you well and not disappoint you ever again. If there's any more rumors, please do not pay attention. Small people have small minds, but we are above it. You, me, Mr. President, we will have it all. We will have it all. Watch out, you are on thin ice, my friend. Yeah. We will not have it all. Irreplaceable. Cabinet. Every ship needs a captain, but every captain needs a crew. Take a look at all the talented people eager to work with you. If you wish to learn more about a candidate, click on them with the left mouse button. Once you've made up your mind, just drag and drop the candidate of choice onto the empty position in the cabinet. Right-clicking to fill the position will empty the seat. It's that easy. Oh, and the biggest takeaway, your cabinet will affect every single decision you make while in office, so careful and sensible management is crucial to your success. So these are my people. These are the people I can replace them with, or no? No, he's in there. Why is she terrible with people? Good. That it? Are we done? Yes, we're done with this day. The price of dignity. What's that mean? New strategy unlocked. New developments in Germany require your urgent attention. We've been tipped off that a member of Al Qaeda, we presume dead, is alive and currently resides in Germany. Contact the German government, have him apprehended, extradited. Let's just... I like this one. Let's stick to the official channels. All decisions have consequences. Good morning, Mr. President. It's nice to finally talk to you. I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Gary Newman, and I am a journalist working for the Orb. I cannot tell you who given me this number, but what I can tell you is that I was granted the honor thanks to the information I gathered. Wait, what kind of information? I hope you won't waste my time. What do you want exactly? I don't want to be interviewed right now. I can guarantee you that you will not regret listening to this, sir. Are you ready to hear this? Oh, and I was hoping that you would comment, sir, so let me ask, do I have your permission to record your answer? Sure. So, Mr. President, I wanted to ask, do you have had any acknowledgement of data leak caused by one of the cabinet members? Interesting. So do you confirm or do not confirm the connection between you and the person involved in the data? Of course not. That's nonsense. I do not know what you're talking about. So it happens that I've heard some rumors about the cooperation between one of the cabinet members and the CEO of an important company who is in possession of personal data obtained over 2 billion user accounts. It's crazy. It's just... Mr. President, you know that I cannot reveal my source. So do you have any comment say on the story? Because it's getting published no matter what. This is the last chance to say something. This cannot be published. I refuse to comment on such nonsense. I see. See you soon during some village beta, which you'll be attending after you lose the election. Bye. White House may is involved in Screecher's data breach reports. It is possible that the Screecher CEO and White House are working together. Our anonymous source claims Sweetener bantered the user's data from some kind of political deal. The stolen data could be used to track the target specific audience electoral campaign. If this rumors were true, it would lead to a massive investigation and end up in impeachment. Mark Sweetener has addressed the rumor and called them ridiculous and refused further comment. Halloween in the White House. You want to read that? You can read it. I'm not reading it. I'm getting tired of reading. Imagine that. Da, 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 da. Need to get politics up. And life's never been the same. Well, where the hell you been, my dude? Mr. President, do you know what anniversary we have today? Is it connected with one of the most important decisions made as a president? Exactly, it's the anniversary of the underground action. You can find a quick reminder in the news. Sir, it turns out that the case is not quite over yet. Of course, how could I forget? So the thing is that some senators started to support a new idea. They say if it had been impeached or implemented long ago, the whole situation would have happened in the first place. How dare they? What do they want? Their idea is connected with a security issue and taking the necessary precautions. They want to make sure that history won't repeat itself. What kind of precautions do you mean? I mean, the senators have raised the issue of the security system that, according to them, should be installed in all subway accesses in the U.S. It could detect explosives or weapons in non-invasive ways, since devices to scan passengers at a distance of 10 meters up to 2,000 passengers an hour. This sounds weirdly sensible. I don't like where this is going. Oh, so the thing is that the device is not always precise and would require both an immense amount of money and well-trained operators. So basically, a random person watch scans decide to stop the passengers. Isn't that violating freedom? The device does not show any antibody details, but it is true that this is kind of a mass screen in a public transit system. It's strange since Anyway, I prepare a document and you can just go through it and decide. Yeah, we're going to reject this one. Secretary of Homeland Security expedites completion of implementation of device system scanning all subway. No, we're not. Good morning, sir. Doctor. How's your grandson doing? He's good. Oh gosh, I cannot do it. Cannot do what? You remember the medical examination that I conducted a few weeks ago? Oh yes, something wrong. It's taken so long since the results were unclear and we had to make some extra tests. We did not want to worry you before it's official, but well, now it's official. What's official? Yes, I'm sorry to inform you, but you are seriously ill. We've diagnosed you with some brain aneurysms. What does this mean? Well, having an aneurysm is not a death sentence. People can live through for a long time, but it's only avoid stress. The peacefully being the president is not exactly the most peaceful job on the planet. What exactly are you driving at? What I mean is that you cannot run for re-election, sir. This could kill you, and if you're not willing to resign, the nation, even I will not allow you to continue. You're incapable of ruling. I am truly deeply sorry. This is my... What? That's it? Mr. President, we deeply appreciate everything you've done for this country. I feel honored even standing next to you. You won't be forgotten. Look at my grandson. You are his idol. You simply cannot put yourself in danger anymore, sir. Just let me think about it. I want to be alone for a while. Thanks for these words, but I need to chew on this. I did not expect this to happen. It's so unreal. Of course, if you allow me, sir, I'd love to prepare a treatment plan. We won't abandon you after you leave office, sir. You'll still be our president. Ain't that about a bitch? Any messages arrived in your email box. Director of the CIA. I regret to inform you that the Germans said has failed to deliver on their promise to send the member hiding in the territory. He managed to escape and is now on the run. Let's see if we track him down. I've also learned that what went wrong. Since the World War II, German government is extremely careful when it comes to utilizing their military within their own borders. So the task regular policemen and apprehending the terrorists, which they promptly failed, as they were dealing with a war-hardened and ruthless criminal. I guess that the silver lining is that nobody has been killed during the whole operation. On the anniversary of the would-be terrorist attack. Exactly 1 year ago, the president has saved hundreds of lives, but it was a close call. The terrorist attack, widely known as the Underground Action, took place at about 7 a.m. in Boston in rush hour traffic. Two masked men, later identified as Jonas and Moore J, entered the subway train and took people hostage. Due to the president's immediate decision to intervene, and thanks to the great courage of the special forces, the attackers were disarmed quickly. Later on, the hijacked admitted to having explosives. Supposedly they were about to blow up the entire train. There were 372 people in the subway. Thankfully, nobody was harmed. Sorrow ending. Oh God, Kate, is that you? Yes, long time no see, right? How many years has it been since our divorce anyways? I'm calling because I read the article. It's horrible, Dan. I mean, it's true. If it's true, is it? It's not as bad as the right, Dan. I know you for 40 years and you've been married to for half of this time. Stop lying. Please just tell me how you're feeling. Don't act like you actually care. Don't even start. I will. I know you hate me, so why would you care? There's no point in arguing. Suppose you're right. Our marriage doesn't matter right now. Not anymore. Still, I can ask something. I think you owe me this. Yes, of course. Why did you divorce me? We should... I see. Well, I suppose closure isn't for everyone. Even about that, just tell me, what are you going to do? You cannot be president anymore, Dan. It's going to kill you. You have to quit. You've done your part, and it's time to rest. I cannot quit. This is all I have. My country needs me. Don't play hero. It's neither a movie nor a game. You can actually die. You cannot be president. I know. It's just that I cannot come to terms with that. I am the president. I'm going to stay the president until the very end. This refreshes my memory now. I remember why I could not stand you any longer. You are so stubborn. You're dead set on achieving your goals, and you're simply do not notice people around you. It's just me. I cannot change who I am. I see. Well, good luck on your road to self-destruction. I'm sorry, but I am not going to join you this time. Farewell, Dan. Well... Dear Mr. Pratt, once again, I would like to express my regret about the health condition of your diagnosis I had made. Even though you seem hopeless now, the situation is not as bad as it looks, provided that you actually quit the office. Everything will be fine. Attached, you will find a prescription for the potential headaches. Sincerely, Doctor. Take 2 times a day. Supply 20 tablets. So, when it said I was sick, I had no choice. Election's just what the doctor ordered. It's been a week since the American people were shocked by the unofficial report suggesting that the president might have a dangerously high blood pressure, and we have neither received a confirmation nor a rebuttal of the information. However, although no White House official made any comment, Election Day. Fall is finally here. You stroll through the park thinking about the election and watching leaves swirling in the wind. As it finally happens, pain explodes in your head. You remember all the good stuff, diploma in your hand, proud mom, happy Kate, wedding, the adrenaline rush during inauguration, the presidency, then everything is wiped out by the bad stuff, the funeral, the divorce, the tiredness, and finally the diagnosis. The trees fade away as you fall down. It occurs to you that beautiful beginnings often have sorrow endings. You don't want this to be your last thought. You wake up. Pain comes back as soon as you regain consciousness. The medical equipment is beeping and the chief of staff is here. Sir, it's such a relief to see you awake, he says. You are still a bit dizzy. Am I going to make it? What's going on with the election? He is visibly confused, yet he answers. It's over, sir. You cannot run for re-election. You are simply too ill. The party's decided to replace you with the vice president. You are still the president, he added after a while. Your mind is racing with thoughts. I missed out on so many goodbyes. So you say slowly with difficulty, I am not going to miss out on this one. So you come back, one last one, election day. Dear Mr. President, we're all worried. Me and my wife are dedicated fans and wish nothing but the best for you. I hope that you will still run for presidency, and if not, don't worry. You were great. You and your vice president have our full support. We will pray for your quick recovery. Best wishes. A get well soon card. Aww. Another shock to the system. It seems that there's no shortage of controversy surrounding this upcoming election. We are, of course, referring to the dramatic development that had turned the entire presidential race upside down. The current president, after precisely dismissing the rumors regarding his health and well-being, ended up being rushed to the hospital. Physicians to the president has described his state as stable for now, but his same interview said currently rest is paramount importance, and engage in highly stressful undertakings such as the presidential race is out of question. Its official statement, party leader have announced that his spot in the race will be taken by the current vice president, a move described as only a natural by some and downright desperate by others. The question whether it is possible to win the election in these modern times with so little time to campaign is on everyone's mind. One more reason to wait for November. Chief of Staff. Good morning, Mr. President. How are you feeling? Quite okay? Give me the medical conditions. Sick? Could be better. The most painful thing is... Yeah, we're gonna go with quite okay. I sincerely hope you will get better soon, sir. We will all miss you. We will all remain our president. How is the vice president doing? Do we think he's doing as well as I was? Well, I just hope our party's candidate wins. Thank you for these words. I mean it. Vice President is a highly skilled politician with a potential to become a great president, yet he is surely one of a kind. Do you mean his helmet thing? Yes. Do you know that he never rides a car without a helmet protection? Well, he must have his reasons anyways. I'm pretty sure that he will win. Yes, I believe in it. It's really nice to hear that he has your support, sir. I think that he's going to continue what you started. Actually, I have an idea to help him win. What's that? I will leave him some notes here and there so he will not be confused when he takes office. Oh, that's a great idea, sir. I'm sure he'd appreciate your thoughtfulness, but enough about the vice president. How are you doing? Any thoughts on your presidency? I wish to achieve more. I wish I did not ruin my relationships. I regret nothing. Well, we are all just people after all. It's been quite a ride, and I'm proud to be a part of your presidency. It's hard to imagine that there will be no more mornings like this one. Yes, it is difficult for me as well. I did not want to resign, not like that. It's high time I resign. I fought, I lost, I rest. Let's take one last look at the cabinet. I will never forget what you did, sir, but it's time to go and give a speech to say goodbye to America. Okay, I am ready. Speeches. Ah, yes, the speech is one of the best ways of great presidents to leave their mark in U.S. history. Fortunately, there is a whole squad of talented writers that aid you in this task. Just drag and drop into the body closing, and you're doing. All right. Drag and drop. My fellow Americans, as we got. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, let's see. How should we end this out? Fellow Americans, I am thankful for all the well wishes I have received over the past few weeks. This shows how united of a nation we are, capable of bipartisan cooperation and foremost humane in face of the more misfortunate of others. This is how the presidency ends. 40 years ago, just a kid. I would like to say that leave the office with no remorse. Dear citizens, it's been oh, these are all different ones. All right. My fellow Americans, I am thankful. I wish you How do I change it? I don't know how to change it. Oh. Oh. Let's see, my dear citizens, it's been the honor of my life to serve you. I made many mistakes? No. I would like to say that I leave office with no remorse? No. Let's see. All of you must be wondering what happened. This is the truth and what is mere gossip reported by the tabloids. Therefore, I stand before you willing to explain the reasons behind my resignation. It was an illness, something happened even to the best of us. I do not want to give up. And if I had a choice, I would run for re-election. But there is one thing I regret even more, and it has nothing in common with fulfilling my duties as president. I did my best in taking care of the country and its citizens. No, my regret is related to one of Americans, my mother. I wish she was here to experience and see what I've done for the United States. I know she would be proud. I am. My dear citizens, I leave this stage tonight even more optimistic about this country than I was when I started, because I know that my work will not be abandoned and my successor will do everything in their power to not throw it away. I wish him the best. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. You will not be able to undo your words, except...
The president has decided to run for re-election despite his deteriorating health. As a result, he has become seriously ill and had to resign nonetheless. His only consolation was that his successor will continue his legacy and take care of the country and its citizens. But that presidency is a whole new story that is yet to come. My story.
Back to main menu. Is that it? Is it over? That's it. We did the whole thing. So, yeah, we did the whole thing. All this is just, it's coming out the same, even though, let's say I buy a new car. You still run for presidency. You are the president. It's official, your mother calls you. This conversation, she passes away. Preventing terrorist attack, establishing new law supporting single parents. So much to be done. So we just did this whole thing in 2 hours, 20 minutes. First of all, I'd like to wish you a Happy New Year. Yes, clothes from the Vice President. So, we did that whole thing. So 11:36. I'm gonna get off here. Hope y'all had a good time hanging out. Thanks for the follows. And if you want to go back and watch it all, I did the whole thing in 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I read pretty much every word on here to read. So, thanks for playing. President Studio team's flattered by your positive opinion, sir. You're always welcome. Yeah, we don't need to see the Steam page. All right. Like I said, I hope y'all had a good evening.